What is going on, guys? This is Media Guy Doug with the Punisher's Paintball YouTube channel. Today we have kind of an interesting video for you guys. Just something to play with, something to think about, and in my opinion, a reason to update if you are someone who is still using some older products. So we're going to be comparing the differences between the original Freak XL kit, the old 5 or 6 inch inserts, versus the new Freak XL insert kit, and just see, is it really better? Is it worth upgrading? Is it worth the money? Are there really performance differences? Is it a hoax? These are questions that I think are fun. Thanks, Joel, for bringing up the idea. It's actually a really good one. So if you guys like this video and stuff like this, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel by clicking down below. Check out the link in the description if you want to pick up a Freak barrel kit from Punishers, and check out another link down in the description if you want to investigate being a paid member of the channel and getting exclusive access to certain videos, early access to things, and even some discounts on used gear. We'll catch you in a second. Alright guys, so let's get into it. So this is actually, these are both my personal Freak kits, okay? Pardon me, losing my voice right now. But what I'm going to do here, I'm going to show them to you, different packaging, kind of show you the actual length difference between the two of them. There will be an obvious weight difference. I'm not going to weigh them. It's not worth it. You can see there's more material and less material. Duh. But then I'm also going to bore size some of this Empire Heat that we've been using for the last couple videos that you guys have seen. This is a case with just one bag open and the other 3 are unopened. So going to keep rolling through this paint. Going to get a good bore size on it, on the 2 of them. And then we're going to go outside over to Joel's place, take my same shocker that I use every weekend, put the XL barrel on it, and then the old school original Freak barrel on it. Or maybe I'll start with the old school and then put the XL barrel on it and just see, are there differences in velocity? I'm not going to touch anything. I'm not going to adjust anything. And then just see, is the velocity the same? Is the grouping of shots as tight, or is it worse? Things that I would like to know. So what do you say we get into it? The OG. And yes, I realize there are even older OG kits that were like the clear front and like a harder plastic, but the insert overall is the same, right? So let's get into this. The zipper is super stuck because I haven't opened this thing, guys, in 6 years. Yeah, I got my XL. This is obviously a newer XL kit. There's a different kind of packaging in the middle that I didn't feel like bringing, but the XL has been out for a while. This is what you used to get, was these little guys right here. The colors, the color coding is all pretty much the same. The sizes are all pretty much the same. It's just the length of the insert. There's one more up here on top. I was never great about knowing where to put which one, but goes up to, are you the biggest? 9.5. Yeah, so we have 9.3, 9.5. And I actually, we'll investigate and see if this even has a 9.5 still. This might be unique to the original Freak kit. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sizes in here for the original Freak kit. And just for fun, I will pull the barrel itself out. I used to be obsessed with that kind of green colorway, and at the time the marker I was using was like a darker gray color. This was about as close of a color match as I could get at that point, was to use this bad boy. I'll try to put up a photo of me playing with it so you know I'm for real. But yes, this was my bread and butter for the longest time. I still love this thing. I'll never get rid of it. It just looks super cool, and I like that it's like older. But we'll wait on what insert to put in it for now, just till we get to size our paint. But so here is the modern day kit as I know it. It's kind of like a little like revolver looking case. Unzip, comes off, got this nice little carry thumb hole, which is sweet. So let's see, let's count the sizes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's all the same sizes, the colors look the same. Let's pull out, what's a good, I usually like an 8.7. So just to show you guys a little bit of a side by side. Yeah. Notable difference, right? Here, wait, I'm going to see if the orientation of the writing is the same. It's not. There we go. So I'm going to put them next to each other. Put them right here. Like, that is a significant difference, right? Like, that's you versus the guy that she left you for, basically. So I think that it does absolutely make a difference. I'm not a physicist. I'm not even a scientist. I'm not even going to pretend like I am. But as I understand it, the longer you put something in an enclosed, like a tight space like this, right? Because the rest of the barrel is a lot more open. It's not bored as tightly, so it's not going to retain, because what it does is it retains that pressure behind the ball and there's nowhere for it to go. So it's trying to get out of there faster. It's trying to find equilibrium and get out of that barrel faster. Again, if my dummy science brain is like interpreting this the right way. So I think by having it behind this longer, it accelerates the ball more for the same amount of pressure coming from your reg. So essentially, having your reg set to whatever would give you 275 with a short insert, I would guess theoretically gets you in the 280s with the longer one. So we're gonna test that when we go outside. But before we do, we gotta bore size this paint. I'm gonna start with an 8.7 and see how we do. Grab our open bag here. Where are you? There you go. This is a nice pink shell, guys, which I'm super happy with because it means you guys can actually see what's going on. Super useful for a video like this. So, all right. Rolled right through. I need to have something to stop these. We'll put it there. We'll do like 2 more. Got stuck. Kind of rolled right through. All right, so let's go down a size. Next, so that was 8.7. Next would be 8.5. That's upside down. I can't read upside down. 8.4. We'll go with 8.4 and see how that does. Ball, please. 8.4. If I could get it in the hole. Okay. Got stuck about halfway through, which is good. Get a couple more. Rolled through again, but not quite as quickly. Rolled through. Man, these are all just bouncing everywhere and got stuck. So, could do 8.4. I'm gonna try the next size down, which would be 8.2. Let's try an 8.2 with some of my paint that I have just sitting right here. Goodness gracious. All right. Okay, stuck, but not like horrendously. Stuck. Oop. Rolled through pretty slow, and also rolled through pretty slow. So I'm gonna say we're gonna go with an 8.2. So I have my 8.2 here. Sorry, I'll put these bad boys back. You were my 8.4. And let's put the 8.7 back in his little home. Alrighty. Then just for verification, we'll grab the same size here. There we go. This is, yep, 8.2. They really did stay consistent with the colors, which is excellent for slightly OCD people like myself. Sir, you have to go back in your home. There you go. All right. Again, just to verify. Trying to be thorough here. Put this here. Sir? Okay. Yep, stuck about halfway through. And that did take more effort to get it out. Obviously, it's a longer tube, and tube is 2. Stuck right at the beginning. I keep catching them with my gut. Stuck. Yeah. I'm going to say 8.2 is a fair size for comparison. So I'm going to bring the whole kits for both, just for the sake of like if we're really having trouble getting paint out of these barrels. But I'm going to say that the 8.2 is a good size for this video. So with that out of the way, let's grab these, let's pack these up, let's go to the house, and I will see you guys there. What's up, guys? We're outside. It is time to do the shooting portion, really the most important portion of this, to actually see if any of the things that I thought in the studio are gonna be different or correct or whatever it may be. So, as I said, my shocker era does have the Lux bolt instead of the stock shocker bolt now. This is the original Freak barrel that I bought back in like 2017. Currently does have the 8.2 insert. Here is the 8.2 insert that I will put into. By the way, also I thought about it. I decided not to use my 15-inch barrel so we can eliminate as many variables as possible. So I grabbed a 14-inch off of an XLS that we have in the store, just to keep things as 100 as we can, as the kids would say. So there you have it. 8.2 insert is now in here. That will get used in just a moment. We'll start with this bad boy first. Yeah, I have the Empire heat paint here as well, ready to rock. Loader is full. Tank is at about 3,000 PSI. We just had to use it for one other video real quick. And yeah, let's get right into it. All right, guys, got the chrono, got my marker here. Turn the loader on, turn the marker on. Cool. Try to get some chrono action here for you. I know it's a little tough with me being by myself. 77, 90, 82, 82, 79. Okay, and I'll do math on this when it's all, you know, gone, said and done, whatever. So there you go. I'll do a little bit of shooting. We'll do some more kind of detailed shots on grouping in a minute, but just so you guys can see a little bit. Oop. Might have caught a giant ball. Sorry guys, had a big ball. Okay, so a little bit of that. I'm gonna swap out barrels. I'm gonna turn the marker off. We're gonna do this in as real time as I can. So let's just take this off. It's weird, it feels almost like poppier. So, gold, okay. Set that down. Grab the XL, also gold, so still the 8.2. Same marker, same literal loader of paint, same everything. Okay. Grab our chrono. 96, 86, 80, 75, 87. So on average, I noticed all of those were higher, where there were fewer shots that were down in the 70s. Let's give you guys some shooting here to look at, a little bit of ramping. Okay. I even just from kind of looking at it like that, I kind of feel like the groupings were a little tighter with this, and as you notice, the velocity, it was easier to achieve that kind of premium 280 to 300 velocity with the longer insert, which I know that will also help with efficiency as well. If the marker doesn't have to work as hard to achieve 280 to 300 feet per second, you will save air. Be it minimal, possibly, but you will save air. That is objectively true. So I think now I'm gonna refill the loader, throw the other barrel back on. I gotta pick something. You know what I might do, guys? I might actually shift the camera. There's like a pile of kind of sticks and stuff over here that I might pick to shoot at, just because it's one consistent thing, so we can really kind of see a grouping, and then we'll swap out the barrels and do the whole thing. Give me 2 seconds. Also, as I was walking over to reset the camera, I found the culprit of why we weren't feeding. We got, ooh, Jesus, dropped it again. One of these little guys. That happens from time to time, especially with lower quality paint, but other than that, this stuff's shooting pretty good. Anyway, let's continue with the video. All right, guys, I'm doing my best with this. This is very tough with one person, but I'm gonna stand right about here. I'm shooting for this little pile right here, okay? I'm gonna give this one clearing shot, and then it'll be 10 shots in a row. Just see how tight the grouping is between both my eyes and what you guys can hopefully see on the camera, and then I'll do the exact same thing with the other barrel. Science. Clearing. Okay. I would say I had 6 out of 10. There's a specific little notch, little hole in kind of the middle of that wood that I'm looking at that I would say 6 out of the 10 got either right on or very close to. There was a couple outliers in there that I'm sure you guys saw, but I'm gonna take this bad boy off and I'm not gonna cut. I'm gonna walk over, grab the other one. Again, 8.2. A couple steps and then I'm back. 8.2 once again with the Freak XL. Turn this thing back on. I think I'm in, yeah, I'm in the same spot. All right, clearing. 1. Okay. I'm starting to catch some pretty crazy curves with this. I'm suspecting it might be the paint because these barrels are clean. And I don't think an 8-inch bore is gonna just send a ball whipping sideways. Just gotta look at this real quick, make sure we're clean. Yeah, I mean, that's about as clean as you can get for a barrel. So, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ramp with both of them. I'll just start with this one since we have it here. You guys can be the judge. I'll turn to something a little further away for you too. All right, I put the old barrel back on, the 5-inch. Let's get some rampage going. Cool. And then real quick, I'll swap it out for the other. Shut up. Sir? Anyway. Talkative ass. All right. swap it out for the other barrel for you. There we go. Also, there's a lot more threads on the old ones because they decided to cut down on the amount of threads with the new barrels, which is very convenient. Voila. Motor on, marker on. Despite the noise, let's ramp some balls. Cool. We're at my loader dry. Let's talk about it. All right, so Freak Original, Freak XL, same gun, same tank, same paint, same loader, same everything else. What did we see? What did we learn? I'll kind of go backwards. In terms of sending a rope or a stream of paint, I really didn't see any notable difference in performance between either one as far as consistency. I think any inconsistencies were genuinely due to the fact that we're using like a 1-star level paint. It's just what you kind of get with lower level paint like that, but at least we can see the shell, right? And we can actually see the shots that I'm taking, so I'm happy with that. As far as performance in that way goes, like your shot, the trajectory, the consistency, and all that, I don't really notice too much of a difference. Maybe a little bit of loss of range or distance if I really look at it, but functionally, I don't think you're getting that much difference out of it. Where I think it really, really makes a difference to upgrade or to have the XL is actually with the velocity control and with the consistency. The groupings I felt like were relatively pretty like tighter with the longer insert, and it was easier to achieve that higher velocity, right? So I just think that if you're looking to upgrade, if you still have this and you still think it works fine, which it does, I don't disagree, you could get a little better efficiency using something like this. Like I said, maybe noticed a little bit of different range or distance. It shouldn't really matter. It really should pertain to the FPS at which the ball is leaving the barrel. So maybe that's what I'm noticing, right? Is these were coming out on average kind of closer to 270, 280 something. These were hitting the 290s a little bit more. Upper 280s to 290s. So that is gonna make a difference on how far the ball is gonna travel for the effort that the marker's putting in. So I do think it's actually worth it to upgrade to the XL kit or any longer insert. There's many different longer inserts that are out there. This is just kind of the only example we really have of like previous version of nearly the same thing, updated version. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure these guys were the first to do the XL size, the longer size inserts. So, because you have barrel backs as well, right? That was a concept from Dye and a couple other manufacturers, was an actual just back of the barrel that was the different bore size. But yeah, upgrade if you can, or if you're on the fence, I would suggest it. For nothing else, the sake of the efficiency and your shots, I don't know, just getting a little further for what the effort of the gun is putting in. But I think they're super sweet, they're super worth it. You also can't really find originals anymore unless you go and like buy them used somewhere. So if you're in need of an update, you're not missing out. You're actually helping yourself quite a bit and your marker. So if you guys like this video and other more interesting thought piece type videos like this, make sure you subscribe. Let us know down below what you thought of the video. Check out the link in the description to pick up, not these, but these, the Freak XL, and I'll put maybe some other barrel insert options down there on this video, and we will catch you guys in the next one.